Hi everybody, this is Night by Imagination. I'm your host Napoleon, and we're gonna be reading some fan fiction. Whew. Anyway, today is One Piece again. Well, it is 11:15 p.m. where I am, so fuck it. Uh, Today's selection comes to us by It's Ghost of an Idiot. That's one word. Uh, every word is capitalized, so whatever. It's called Newly Found Love, parentheses, 18. I'm guessing that means, you gotta be 18 to read it or whatever. The description reads, Chopper has had a crush on Zoro for a while now. Now that they're lost in the jungle, he feels as if he should confess his feelings to him. Now, maybe this is just a setup for me, but I don't know if you guys have figured this out now. I prefer Yaoi over Yuri. As a female who likes females, it's just not a thing for me. I mean, I'm all equal opportunity here. So if I see one with like Robin and Nami, I'm gonna read it. But normally it's either the girl and the guy paired up, and I might read that if it's interesting. Or it's the two guys, and that's where I'm at. I'm all for dicks and dicks. I'm all for swordplay. That's all where I'm at. So if you're like, oh, why is she always reading Yaoi? Because that's what I like. So fuck it. Well, that's what they're going to do. Anyway, the sun's heat reflected off my fur. Oh no, I'm Chopper. Oh no, it's first person. I mean, I'm gonna read it because I like Chopper. Chopper cute as shit. Anyway, hey, so it's more like, oh no, I'm not Chopper. It's, hey, I'm Chopper. Anyway. The sun's heat reflected off my fur coat as Zoro and I wandered through a jungle. Of course, we are lost due to his bad sense of direction, and we've been separated from the rest of the group for a good few hours now. We went out into the jungle to gather some food supplies before we headed off to the next island. Even though he got us lost, I'm glad that I got stuck with him. A tiny reindeer as myself would be too scared to go alone. But that's not the only reason why I wanted to be with Zoro. For a while now, I've had a crush on him. It was all of a sudden for me. First, I only saw Zoro as my nakama. I'm probably gonna butcher these fucking words if they're Japanese. As my nakama. Now, I just want to be more than friends. I want to be his lover. I kept this a secret because I didn't know how everyone would react if I professed my love to Zoro. Also, I didn't know how he would feel if I told him. Chopper, do you smell the others? The green-haired... Did he have good smell? Yeah, he did. The green-haired swordsman asked as he glanced down at me. Not yet. I kind of want to say it like, not yet, but I'm not doing it. Yeah, he's so cute. I'm sorry. Chopper is like so fucking tiny. Like, I don't have a pop of him, but I'm probably going to get a pop of him. Not yet. The scents of the jungle are blocking out are blocking out our cruise. I replied as we continued to walk. It was hot outside, which was making me sweat. Added to the fact that I have a fur coat, my body was burning as if I had been stuffed in an oven. Oi, Zoro, do you think we can find a place to rest? Sure, but we can't be too long. You know how impatient Luffy can be and how bitchy Nami can be, he replied, looking around his surroundings for a place to rest. Hey, there's a cave not too far from here. We'll rest there for a few minutes. Okay, just don't get us lost again. A few minutes has passed before we reached the mouth of the cave. It wasn't too big, only giving us enough room for Zoro and me. I mean, of course, you're fucking tiny. He's like a full-grown ass person. You a toddler. It was, oh God, don't say that. Don't say that. They're gonna make this weird. It was one of those caves you see under large boulders. Zoro walked inside the cave and sat against the wall, placing his katanas down. Shit, we're not gonna get anywhere with the temperatures this high outside. He said as he slipped off his white shirt and shoes. Fuck. Placing by him. I blushed a bit, but my fur hid it. Oh yeah, of course. I've seen Zoro naked a few times when we took baths. Talk about eye candy. I always loved sitting in his lap as he washed me, feeling his member feel against my rump. Oh, you dirty bitch. Oh, you dirty little little fur ball. You dirty. I even remember when I held his member between my own hooves. I said that so I said I was looking for the soap and accidentally grabbed his dick, but I knew what I was doing. Oh, you dirty. Oh, you dirty, stinky little dirty little football bitch. You dirty. I walked up to Zoro and sat next to him. I'm exhausted, I said, laying my head on his stomach. The feeling of his bare abs made me blush harder. Hey, Zoro? Yeah, Chopper? He replied, looking down at me. Can I tell you something I haven't told anyone else? I asked. I was nervous, but I couldn't in any longer. I guess it's both. I couldn't keep it in. Whatever. I couldn't in any longer. I wanted to profess my love to Zoro. I wanted him as my lover, and I wasn't going to get anywhere if I kept silent. Of course, it'll be between me and you, he said with a small smile, taking my hat off and placed his hand on my bare head, rubbing it softly. I, I started as my blush grew, probably visible by now. Well, you're covered in fur, so not really. That wasn't the only thing growing. Oh! I felt fuck, damn. I'm really fucking this up. I felt my own member bulging. Thankfully, Zoro wasn't able to see it. Or was he? Zoro leaned forward. Let me guess. You need a little help down there? He laughed a bit. What you mean? Oh, so you knew. You knew. My blush grew even more as I realized he saw my bulge. I then felt his hands around me as he sat me on his lap, gently, oh fuck, gently placing a hand on my bulge. Remember, this is between the two of us, he said as he softly rubbed my bulge. He then slid down my purple shorts, exposing my hard cock. Not bad, he smirked, placing his hands on my bare cock and continued to stroke it. I let out a soft moan as he continued to stroke my member. Thanks, I replied to his compliment, placing a hoof on his bare chest. I then started to feel a bulge forming under his pants. While he was stroking my cock, I started to slide his pants off, exposing his member. After seeing his member, I slid off his lap, sitting in front of his erection. Placing my hoof at the base, I gently start to run my tongue along his hip, looking up at him. So you didn't really tell him how you felt? I mean, I get this is what you were going for, like this was the end game, but you kind of skipped. Like, I get this was your 5-step plan, but you went from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 5. Like, you was just like, fuck it. That's what he wanted. That's what I want. Anyway. It's all yours, he smirked. A bright blush formed on his cheeks. Okay, I replied, then placed my lips on his tip. Slowly, I started taking his cock, gently bopping. I'm sorry, bopping. I was reading Little Sonic, my pet. Bobbing my head on his warm shaft. I've been waiting to do this for a while. I'd always get the urge to suck Zoro's cock while we were bathing, but I restrained myself from doing so. That and there's other people in there. You just don't give a fuck. I mean, Chopper, if you don't give a fuck, you don't give a fuck. But it's Sanji, Usopp. Does Frankie take baths? Does Brook take baths? Game theory. Anime theory. Anyway, it's probably in the fucking... Anyway, I continued to bob my head as I looked up at him. My tongue swirled around his shaft at each bob. His cock was big, but it was also the best thing besides cotton candy. Oh, Chopper, he moaned softly. I'm sorry, I said Chopper, like a black person. It's Chopper, whatever. He moaned softly as he placed a hand on my head, gently rubbing it. He was loving the blowjob I was giving him, and I knew for a fact that I was loving every second of it. Do you think you can turn into... Wait, what? Do you think you can turn into heavy point for me? Oh, you dirty! He asked. I nodded and turned into heavy point while continuing to bob my head. I placed my hoof on his sack and started to massage it while I lovingly gazed at the man of my dreams. As I lovingly gave the man of my dreams a blowjob. Okay. Chopper, I'm gonna, he started to say as he shoots his warm cum inside my mouth, panting softly. I'm glad we got lost, I thought to myself as I was savoring his warm seed, swallowing it. I looked up and saw, Chopper, have you always been gay? Like, alright, I get you wanting to fuck Zoro. I mean, gay people are born, they're not made. So I'm guessing he was just gay, and then Zoro was just his dick of choice at the point, at the moment. Whatever. I look up at Zoro, who was now leaning against a small boulder. I gently eased my way up to him and softly laying on top of him. How was that, Zoro? I asked him. It was great, he said with a smile, wrapping his arms around my flurry, human-like body. If you want, you can top me. What? Oh wait, you can top me as in finish me off, or top me as in top me? Because I didn't think Zoro was a bottom. You can't judge book by its cover. Fuck it. You about to see. But what about the others? I asked. Before I knew it, Zoro placed his lips against mine. They can wait. I smiled, then kissed him again, wrapping my arms around his body. I then started to rub my tip against his entrance, holding our kiss. Oh yeah, he a bottom. I didn't know that. You know what? This has opened my eyes to something. Like, even in Sanji Zoro like pairings, I've always thought Zoro would be the bottom out of the two of them. I don't know why, but Sanji's aggressive. But Sanji got that soft side, that feminine, shit happened to him when he was younger, that feminine emotional side. So I always thought he was going to be the bottom out of the two of them. But if it's like Sanji and Usopp, alright, Usopp got that shit. But Zoro, I didn't think Zoro would be. Then again, think about it. If Zoro and Luffy got together, who would be the top and the bottom? I might find that after this one. Anyway, Zoro broke the kiss. A trail of saliva connected our lips. Ew, I hate that. I'm ready, he smirked, then looked into my eyes. What, are you nervous? Indeed I was. I haven't had sex before that point. I was going to have sex with Zoro. My mind was filled about us possibly being together. Yeah, it's my first time. He smiled, then kissed my lips softly. It's the first time for everything, right? I nodded. Yeah, see, I can't. I mean, I can picture it, but it's just Chopper small, and even in what is this? I forgot what point this is already. But even in human form, like Chopper is so small and fragile, you can break him. So I can't see him topping nobody. Not even Usopp. Usopp, bitch. Anyway, I nodded and then pushed my tip into him, blushing deeply. I placed my lips into Zoro's lips as I started to thrust my big cock into Zoro's tight ass, blowing slightly into the kiss. I felt Zoro's hands grip me tightly as I thrust it into him, his cheeks bright red. Zoro broke the kiss to let out a moan. Damn, Chopper, you're so big, he said, looking into my eyes. Don't stop. Hey, okay, so not only are you a bottom in this, you can take dick. Very good. I nodded. I nodded and started to thrust deeper into him, holding him close to me. Hey, Zoro, can I ask you something? Yeah, he moaned as my big cock was thrusting into him. His body has tensing up. Okay, I read that right. Due to the pleasure. I continued to thrust deeply into him, kissing him softly. Can I be your lover? This ain't the right time to be asking that. Like, I mean, better time than any, but don't ask me nothing in the middle of it. Don't say shit. And like, I hate that. Like, men always want to pick in the middle of it to ask stupid questions. Like, yeah, bitch, you like that? Hey, you like that? Did you do your homework? You got dishes in the sink? You want what you want for breakfast? Did you call your mother? Did you do your taxes? Hey, can I ask you a question? Can you have my kids? Yeah, you dirty bitch. Yeah, you make my spaghetti. Yeah, that's what I want for dinner. You make my dinner, bitch? Like, don't fucking... This is not the time for you to fucking... This ain't the time. This ain't the time at all. We try and connect here. I'm trying to connect this nut. So, don't be asking me no shit like that. And this all... I mean, we intimate. That's cool. But y'all fucking... Wait till after the fucking. You can ask whatever question you want. Well, let me take it. Anyway. Can I be your lover? I said, blushing deeply. I placed a hoof on his member and started stroking it softly as I continued to thrust. Zoro moaned, continuing to look me in the eyes, and gave a soft smile. I don't see why not, as long as I can be your lover. Oh, that's cute. That's cute as shit. I gave a big smile and I started to thrust as deep as I could, leaking free into him. Really? I asked, which was answered by a soft nod from him. My heart was fluttering as after seeing that nod. I then placed my lips onto his, kissing him as passionately as I could. My cock continued to thrust inside my lover's rump as I felt shivers running down his body. I started to throb. It started to throb as I was nearing my climax. I'm gonna come, I said as I shot my load inside of him. Zorro blushed deeply as he moaned. That was great, Chopper. I smiled, then slid my cock out of him and sat on his lap. Wait, did you sit on his lap in human form, or did you get tiny and then sit on his lap? Because you're big as fuck when you sit on his lap. Whatever. There was still some cum on my tip. Zorro leaned down and licked the cum off my tip, rubbing my cock softly. Your cum isn't that bad, he said before kissing me. I think we should head back to the ship now. I nodded, then transferred back. Oh, okay, never mind. Fucking, he sat on his lap. Human form. He must not be heavy. Or Zorro strong. Anyway. I nodded and transferred back to my brain form, sliding my shorts on, sliding my shorts on, putting my hat on. I then felt a pair of hands grab my side softly, picking me up. And just don't get us lost. Oh wait, I skipped the fucking line. I skipped the line. Zoro held me close, only putting on his pants and shoes, leaving his shirt over his shoulder. Let's go, he said as he started to walk off. And just don't get us lost, I joked around, laughing a bit. He also laughed and gave me a soft kiss on my lip. Been waiting for this for a while now, Chopper. Really? I asked, smiling. I wanted this for a while now, too. He smiled and kissed me on the lips. I love you, Chopper. I love you too, Zoro. Alright, that's toot as shit. That was real toot at the end. The T-O-O-T. Toot. That's toot as shit. Is that how we define love now? Like, I really have feelings for you, let's fuck, and at the end of it, just say I love you? Is that what we doing? I mean, we do whatever. When was this made? 2014? Oh, we might have been doing that, dude. I don't even remember. That might have been happening. Whatever. Anyway, this is a good place to stop because now I don't have to ramble to make the video longer. Yay! So, anyway, that was, or this has been, not that was, but this has been Naughty by Imagination with your host Napoleon, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. Because, you know what? I did too. But I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.